everybody, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and I am participating this month in Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. Every month we do something from our Pinterest boards, or in this case, everybody's using this picture that you just saw there as inspiration, and we create a layout based on it. So usually I do like a scrap lift or something. Some people do mood boards, but this month we decided we were all going to do the same thing, and so somebody found that image, that very, very colorful image that said, do your thing. And so I thought, you know what, if I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to do some mixed media. And so I'm taking a piece of Vicki Boutin White Foundations cardstock, and I'm doing the packaging technique with, I think, 6 different colors of Tim Holtz Distress Oxide sprays. Actually, I think one is a shimmers. The purple one is a shimmers. But I'm just kind of spraying it on the plastic. The plastic is just leftover bits of packaging from, embellishments or whatever, and I just kind of save it. And then I spray it with the Distress Oxide spray, and I just smush it down onto the cardstock. And then to help it dry, I know that the Vicki Boutin Foundation cardstock, it does dry pretty well when you're doing mixed media on top of it, which is why it's so good. But I am going to come and roll a paper towel roll over this just to help move things along. The image that I'm choosing for this is one that was taken from like an instant photo camera at my daughter's kindergarten graduation ceremony. And I thought the whole do your thing sentiment was kind of perfect for an image of my kid, celebrating her, moving on to the next grade in school, and making a layout that I guess if she goes back and looks at it can inspire her to, dream big, do her own thing, and what have you. So this is my inspiration. This is my take on the Off the Board challenge, but everybody who's participating is going to be in the description box below. So definitely hop around to everybody's YouTube channel and see how they were inspired by the image for this month. So because my photo can't be cut into a circle, as was shown in the inspiration image, the word do your thing was in a circle, I decided that I was going to take circular pieces of pattern paper that I've already punched and create sort of a circular background for the photo. And I did not go and ink the edges of anything. I could have, but I just didn't. Once I tend to think about inking the edges of things after I've already got stuff placed, and I didn't want to move these circles around too much. I wanted to make sure that I could get everything pretty much the way I have it laid out here. So I just need to take some of my double-sided adhesive tape, which I got at Target because I ran out of my double-sided adhesive squares. And I'm just going to help stick those circles down. I have to say the double-sided adhesive tape comes in a real handy if you run out of adhesive squares and you don't want to go to Michael's and pay $5 for adhesive, or you don't want to order any because you're not planning on doing an order, or like me, you bought scrapbook stuff and then forgot to get the adhesive and you're like, ugh. So anyway, double-sided adhesive tape is great. I also found, I think it's a little bit smaller than the one that they sell at Target. Actually, no, I think it's the same. No, it's a little bit smaller, but they do have it at Dollar Tree. Don't get the Dollar Tree brand. You have to get the Scotch Tape brand because that's the only, that actually sticks. The Dollar Tree brand double-sided adhesive tape does not stick. Anywho, so to kind of mimic the colorful rays that are happening on the inspiration image, I decided to do something that you've seen me do before. I'm taking branding strips and other paper strips, and I'm just going to have them burst forth from this circular center. And what's cool is that you're still going to be able to see the colorful mixed media happening in the background. And I do try to match up some of the pattern paper strips to the colors that are on the background. So there's that sort of teal color in the middle at the top. And I have a branding strip that's a little bit teal there. The blue strip with the suns is going where the blue is going. I've got some pinks going on top of the pink. So I am trying to, color match as best that I can. And you'll notice I'm just placing everything right now because I'm just trying to get an idea of how many of these I'm going to need, and kind of get an idea of just where everything needs to go. I found that when I try to do circle things like this, if I adhere Yeah, if I adhere as I go, I end up like making a weird shape and it's not circular. So I need to have everything planned out first. And that way I know like, okay, I'm not going to run out of these paper strips, and everything's going to like make the kind of shape that I'm looking for. Obviously, once I stick them down, I am going to be cutting them because we don't want these paper strips going off the paper. It's not going to work if I'm putting them in a 12 by 12 page protector. So I'm actually, instead of cutting them right at the edge of the paper, making it look like they are going off, I'm actually cutting them just short of the paper. And so if they're kind of going on a diagonal, they're getting cut on the diagonal. Yeah, so it's not going to be like a straight flat cut, if that makes sense. So this is just another way that you can use those branding strips. I don't know, like I save them all the time. I save the branding strips. I save the packaging from embellishments. Once I'm done with the embellishments, I store that plastic so I can use it for the mixed media packaging technique. I literally have a whole drawer full of plastic stuff, plastic packaging. I don't know. Is that just me? Do you do that too? Let me know down below in the comments. Now, as you're watching me tape and adhere, I do want to say thank you if you are a returning viewer to this channel, and if you are a returning viewer who is a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and coming back and being part of this fun scrappy community. If you're new to the channel, I hope that you are inspired by my take on this off the board challenge. Please consider subscribing. I also do process videos on Tuesdays. I've got a couple other series that I do, such as a Scrapbook and Cards Today inspiration series and a one sketch 4-way series. And then I also post layout hauls and layout shares and scrapbook hauls. So there's a lot of stuff going on every month here on the channel. So I'd love it if you would subscribe. And now I have a special guest. There's something else that you'll get when you subscribe. Special guest voiceover artist. What would you like to say?
I actually scrapbook too with my mommy, and mommy has like a drawer of all the other photos that she saved, and every day I go to that bin and I pick one of those photos. So every day I scrapbook. It's not like, Mommy, I want to pick a photo of me right here. And instead I just go to that bin, which is right by my seat, where I scrapbook.
That's right. So I have a desk down here, and then there's an extra table that has some drawers on it, and so I set her up there. If I want to scrapbook, I set her up on the opposite table, and I have a big drawer full of old photos. Some of them are like old photos of me and my family. Like when my great aunt died, I somehow inherited a bunch of old photos of the family, and then some of them are duplicates. Like, do you remember when you used to print things at Walgreens and you'd be like, yes, I want doubles. Give me doubles of these images. So I have like doubles of a lot of older photos, including ones of my daughter. So the other day she's like, I want a photo to scrapbook. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this big drawer. Why don't you pick a photo from the drawer and you can scrapbook from there? So yes, she does take some of my not favorite 12 by 12 pattern paper, and she will put things together, and she uses some extra embellishments and stickers that I have, and she makes her own layout. So maybe we'll have to do like a process video for her someday. I don't know. So I'm adding some embellishments here from the Simple Stories school collection. I can't think of what it's called, but I have them as part of my September Best of Both Worlds kit. And since this is a school photo, I was like, let's use some of these. So that one says Friday. The graduation ceremony actually happened on a Friday, so I thought that was fitting. I'm adding in a couple pieces from the Adventure collection from Keep It Simple Scrapbooking, and then a couple fun and colorful hearts from Paige Evans sticker thing. I don't remember the name of the collection, but it was part of the August Best of Both Worlds kits. And so I'm just kind of like adding pieces here and there. I think there's another little phrase sticker by the photo. I'm just trying to like fill in some of the blank spots around the branding strips and do things that could add a little bit more dimension. So a lot of those Paige Evans stickers I'm going to add, and I'm actually going to pop some of them up on foam dots. I like doing that with stickers because like it uses them in a different way. I mean, flat stickers are fine, but sometimes you want some extra dimension. And so I like grabbing some foam squares and popping stickers up on that, just like I'm doing right here. And the circles are great because I can use those circle stickers as another added layer for, the circle background to the photo, which is kind of cool. So yeah. So that's pretty much it. I will be finishing this up with some splatters of Nuvo Mica Mist in Antique Gold, which is kind of my go-to. Somebody suggested it a long time ago as a substitute for Heidi Swap Color Shine because they stopped making it. But then didn't she bring it back? I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that like it was supposed to be back or something. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions about anything that you see me do in this video, any of the products that I'm using, leave those down below in the comments. I do reply to everybody who comments on my videos. And you can also just leave a comment down below and say, hey, let me know you're here. So that's probably going to be it for me here. I just have to do the journaling. And of course, I could not remember the date. So I'm like, I'm not even going to try to chance it. I'm just going to look it up after and wait because I have been burned before by writing down the wrong date for something. And then you have to like go back and figure out a way to cover it up and blah, blah, blah. So it's just easier just to wait. Go back and check the date before you write anything down. There are going to be some close-up photos to follow so you can see things in a little bit more detail, get a glimpse of some of that great texture and dimension that's on here with the chipboard stickers and the things that I popped up. I hope this was an inspiring video for you and that you come back next time for more scrapbooking.
So if you have any if you drop a sticker, that's okay.
Leaving you with some sage advice there. Bye.